Welcome to a hot and humid 4th of July in Pensacola, Florida. We are here at the National Naval Aviation Museum. I've been here once before and thought it'd be a good idea to come spend the 4th doing something that I love to do, and that is touring museums. And this is a really good museum. That's a really cool jet right here. You can see there's a Blue Angels plane over there. Pensacola is the home of the Blue Angels, and pretty much everything here is named after them. I've seen Blue Angel Auto Repair, I've seen Blue Angel Street, Blue Angel Pizza, Blue Angel Barber. You know, there's probably Blue Angels High School somewhere. You get the idea. Let's go have a look at that jet. F-18C Hornet. And this thing is amazing. And the Blue Angels actually, since this is their home base, you can watch them train on the days that they train. Unfortunately, they are not doing that today. Really need to come back on a day when they're doing that. Looks like they're capped off. This must be the, I don't know what you call it, but when they're landing on the carriers, this thing comes down and it catches the cable that's on the deck of the carrier to stop the plane. And here's the main entrance. They've got some amazing models over there of different aircraft carriers. Again, you won't see like battleships and stuff here because this is the Naval Aviation Museum and not just a Navy museum. And I should point out as well that this museum is on a military base. It is free to come to the museum. There's a checkpoint you got to go through before you get to the museum at the entrance of the base, and they ask for your ID card, you know, driver's license or whatever. They ask you if you've got any weapons, drugs, alcohol in your vehicle. Probably not the best idea to have that stuff. You know, again, you are on a military base, so keep that in mind. All right. They do offer guided tours here, so if that's something you're interested in. They also have a thing, and I think this is actually recreating like the flight deck of the Nimitz. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But anyway, there's also a giant theater over here too, and they play, I don't know if movies is the right word, but like documentaries. There's different ones. You know, one's about I don't know if you can see that, but on the floor it was like a silhouette of a jet coming in for a landing. But anyway, last time I was here, I was watched. There's like 4 or 5 different ones, and one was called Aircraft Carrier, and I watched that one. I think I'll watch a different one this time. Pretty big propeller here. This is from the Intrepid. This thing is massive. Plane up there and above us.
Called on the radio for an airport, and he was able to get step to get over to this spot, but he crashed, and he was about a 20-degree upgrade when he hit the ground. And he hit with such force that it actually broke the right at the cockpit, the fuselage was bent about 30 degrees. Although his canopy was open at the time he hit the ground, it was slammed.
It's the gift shop over there.
Force. And there's no question.
Check that out at the end. That way I don't have to carry stuff around. that thing up there almost looks like the dish that's on the Death Star. They're simulating some type of tower on an aircraft carrier, but you can't climb it. Got a Japanese Zero right there. Let's go get a look at that. Yeah. Do not enter, guided tours only. Huh. Interesting. Might be worth doing the guided tour if you can climb this thing. Japanese Zero. That gray thing straight up there on the ceiling is like a simulation of like the cockpit of an airship. And when we go up on that second floor, you can actually go inside there. Now this is really interesting to me now. I'm guessing this is a bomber, and I just recently watched Masters of the Air, and you learn a little bit about the bombers and that were used in World War II. And you had the navigator like right in this section right here, and he's relaying to the pilots, you know, where to go. So this cutout is really cool. I can appreciate this a whole lot more now that I actually watched that show, which I do recommend that show, by the way. It was really good. So let's see, what is this? A PBY Catalina. It's kind of dark in here, darker than what I remember it being. Got this giant plane above us here. I do not know what this is. Oh, this is like this is one whole thing, I think, or maybe just one stacked on top of the other. It's kind of what it looks like. The car here. So this museum is not quite as large as the National World War II Museum, but it's really, really nice. You can see over there in the distance some Blue Angel planes. Of course, we're going to be checking that out. I love these representations of like what an old home would have looked like in the 40s. There's one similar to this at the National World War II Museum, and I don't know, I connect with that because it just kind of, it's the best thing we can have to take us back in time to what that would have been like, you know, life in America back then, or maybe even in other countries as well. Yamamoto. Wow, so they also have a piece of the Arizona at the National World War II Museum as well. Incredible. Now this area over here, and look at the Blue Angels are up above us. You see the stage over here. Last time I was here, there was a ceremony, and it was called the winging. And I think what that was basically all the flight school people were graduating, and they did that ceremony over here on this stage. This was all set up with chairs and whatnot for people attending. I do not know if they're doing that today. I would guess no, because nothing is set up for that. It looks like there's more to see over there. I did not notice that last time I was here, so we have to go check out what's over there. So maybe the museum is a bit bigger than I initially thought. A Flying Tigers display over here. We're gonna go check out what that is. There's a lot of, I guess, you know, dioramas, I guess it's not the right word, but exhibits, little mini exhibits like this you see around here.
The Chinese nations have finally turned left.
So you can actually sit here and watch this. I'm not gonna, 45 minutes is a bit much though. There's a lot of ground to cover in this place. As you see, they've got planes upon planes upon planes in here. Oh, there's a Marine plane over there. Right there hanging from the ceiling. I wonder how strong the beams or whatever chains in the case of the one up there have to be to hold the weight of these planes from ceilings. Got another cutaway of a plane right here. This is really cool. This is a really cool little display here. USS Pennsylvania ACR-4. I'm not familiar with this ship. So I see the contest for this Corvette is still going on. Last time I was here, you can still enter do a giveaway to win this Blue Angels themed Corvette, which looks absolutely amazing. Imagine the lucky devil that's going to win this thing. Jeez, that is stunning. Got a Marines plane, oh excuse me, chopper up there. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make my way upstairs so we can see some of those exhibits. Well, alright, so I just got on the second floor, and this is the cockpit of that airship thing I was talking about earlier. I thought you could go inside it, but apparently not. But we can look inside of it. We'll get a lot better view of some of the planes too. And here's the back side of it. You can actually touch this propeller. There's an amazing, some amazing exhibits over here to the left, and you work your way all the way around. Right, so that room we were just in, and I'm not going to talk in there because people are watching that video and I don't want to disturb them, but replicating the inside of a ship, and so is this little area too. And I can tell you, I've been on many museum ships, 7 of them to be exact, and in here, in this area, it almost smells like the actual inside of a ship. Kind of reminds me of some of the ships I've been on, Alabama and Kidd. Now this is one of my favorite areas in this museum as well. Get all these recreations of, I guess like giant dioramas would be the best way to describe it. You can sit right here and watch a video. Absolutely love this section as well. Almost like a recreation of like a downtown Main Street or something. We've got a little shop here. You can hear the newscast here in the barber shop.
George Case leading off, right field, Ken Keltner, Cleveland, third base, Dick Wakefield, Detroit, left field, Vern Stevens, St. Louis, shortstop. Then comes Seabrook, Lance Army, Dawn Leonard will get to the other boys.
Exquisite candies.
Many All-Star and World Series broadcasts telling what's going to happen the first 4.5 innings.
And another like recreation of like an old house in the 40s. Okay, so still on the second floor, and now we're going to get a much better view of those Blue Angels up here. Oh, look at that! Much better view. And we can go up here and get even higher. there's the money shot. Alright, so just watched our movie called To Fly. Preferred the aircraft carrier one. I saw more the first time I was here, because the To Fly one looked like something that might have been filmed in like the 70s or the 80s. But I mean, it was still enjoyable. But in any event, it's time to get some food. Okay, so this is called the Cubi Bar Cafe, and this is the menu. Not a whole lot of things to choose from, but you know, we'll figure out something. Alright, so I ordered the Cubi quesadilla. Let's see, that's what the inside looks like. Got all these different toppings we can add to it. And it looks like it's actually pretty good. And they give us a little thing of sour cream too. Alright, so food was delicious. Now heading into this building here. They're calling this Hangar Bay One. Got that really cool jet right there too. Yeah, so this is actually my first time in this building. Like I said, last time I was here, I did not realize that this building was even a thing. So looks like it's exactly what it's called. It's basically a hangar bay. Got another ship over there, another aircraft carrier, and lots of planes. That might be a presidential helicopter over there. Got the White House right behind it. Alright. It's definitely presidential. It's got the seal of the president on it. Wonder if this is like Marine One. That looks like a mannequin of Nixon right there. So that pretty much tells us who flew in this. Yeah, it's definitely a mannequin of Nixon. Alright, so we can finally take a look inside of this thing. Every time I've tried, there's always, you know, kids in it and whatnot, so just didn't bother. But okay, so that's going to wrap up this this video here. I've been at the museum for about 4 hours at this point. I think I'm going to go chill out for a little while. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Donate to the museum if you can. It's an amazing museum. I did not show you guys everything there is to see, but you saw a good bit of it. Again, yeah, donate to the museum if you can. If you're in the area, stop by and visit it. Like I said, I've been here about 4 hours or so, just taking everything in, and I promise you, you won't regret it. So thanks again for watching, everyone, and until the next time, you know the drill. Drive safely.